What is going on, everybody, and welcome on back to Clint's Hot Props for UFC Rio, baby. First fight of the night. No, it's too quickly. You guys got to know that the odds on this show are brought to you by cloudbet.com. Use the link in the description below. Promo code DIEHARDMMA will get you set up with up to $2,500 when you sign up for new users. Please, guys, if you want to support me, that's the easiest and best way that you can, is to hit that like button and then hit the links in the description below on this video. Let's talk props. We got a lot on this card to go over, so let's dig into it. The first fight I want to talk to you about, Julia Plastri takes on Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Now, you guys know I have a long-term, deep-standing hatred of Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Nothing personal. I think she's fade material, right? The UFC is throwing her in this fight against a young Brazilian prospect in Brazil. She's 39 years old. She's traveling around the world to get here. We are so close to the end. She's already retired from MMA once. We are going to get that retirement speech again very, very soon. And when these fighters have one foot out the door, they are susceptible to getting finished. Julia Plastri has a mean streak in her. She is nasty. She's very physical. She is strong. She wants to grind you up against the fence, knees, elbows, cut you, hurt you. That's the kind of girl we're dealing with here, and that's the kind of woman I want when I'm talking about taking a knockout prop. Julia Plastri by KO. We are getting better than 9-1 on this prop, especially if you're taking a look over at cloudbet.com. I want to touch this 9-1 on her to win by KO, you guys. I think Karolina is going to fade. I think she will wilt. We've seen her face swell up before. The ref might just think, oh my God, she looks terrible, and step in and save her. That's the move here for me. I know we try to go for accuracy on this show. I know we're trying to get props that are actually going to hit rather than stuff that, just has value and looks good. We were so close to a couple of props the last couple weeks, you guys. We are right there. I think this is the one. I think we finally get the opportunity to do this. And at plus 930, yeah, we're taking a shot on Julia Plastri by knockout in Brazil. That's the move. The next one I want to talk to you about is Beatrice Mesquita taking on Irina Alekseeva. Yes, we have a theme. We are sticking with women's MMA. Now, we all know that Beatrice is coming over super hyped. She's a world-class jiu-jitsu practitioner. It's an easy sub look, right? It's minus 125. You got to lay a little bit of chalk on it. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. The last time we did this, the girl could have had the sub at any point in time she wanted to and kind of just never went for it, which we were all very disappointed by. I think we're getting this one, right? We got to look for it. Come on, ATT, get out there, show us a thing or two. Give us this sub prop, please. The next fight I want to talk to you about, Clayton Carpenter and João Filo. Once again, I have to apologize, you guys. We're usually going for accuracy, right? We're not looking for value hunting spots. I got to touch this one, right? We got to take a look at this. We got to at least talk about this one. Clayton Carpenter, round 3 at 16-1 or better. Okay, João Filo comes out hard and fast for every single fight he's ever in. He's already been finished in the 3rd round in the UFC before. This man does not have a great gas tank. He slows down, he struggles, and when you've got a little ball of muscle like Clayton Carpenter putting it on you, there's a very real opportunity for you to fall off a cliff at that point. If Clayton Carpenter is able to survive the early going in this fight, get his wrestling going, get on top of this guy, he's not a wet blanket, okay? Alan Nascimento was able to lay on top of João Filo and just kind of outwork him, barely, for a decision. Clayton Carpenter is not going to hang on for dear life when he gets on top. He's going to be hunting for subs. He's going to be looking for ground and pound. He's mean. He's nasty. He's going to look to do damage. Those are the types of things that drain your gas tank. So yeah, I picked João Filo to win this fight. But if we're looking at the other side of the coin on this one, it's a very close fight. If Clayton Carpenter is going to win this, I don't think it's a hang-on for dear life type of decision. I think it's a statement-made type of situation where he outlasts João Filo's bad gas tank and then puts it on him deep down the stretch. So at 16-1, we got to take a sprinkle. Ricardo Ramos by decision is the next one I want to make mention to you guys here. Now, Ricardo Ramos is a guy that I do not trust. The UFC is giving him Con Ofley. Apparently now he's with the Fighting Nerds, so we can expect some improved, cardio maybe. We can expect a better game plan. Maybe they can fix his heart. I don't know that anybody can, but if anybody can patch up his heart, maybe it's the Fighting Nerds, right? Rounds with Gene Silva will do that to you. So I think he gets in there and does exactly what he needs to do to save his job, to get on a win streak, and that's beat up Con Ofley for 15 minutes. Whether that's grimy against the cage, grappling, grinding, jabbing, sticking, moving, running, If you're getting better than plus 150, check out cloudbet.com for these odds, and we are getting better than that. I think we take a look at Ricardo Ramos by decision. You plug your nose and you just pray this guy doesn't stick his neck in another guillotine. Yoel Alvarez by knockout. I am so sorry, Vicente Luque. The time has come. Yoel Alvarez moving up from 155. I know he's the, I'm not going to even say naturally smaller guy because he's been fighting at 155, but he's freaking massive. He's going to do just fine at 170 pounds. But Vicente Luque, with the brain bleed, bad durability, this guy's taking shots from way outside when he's getting punched in the face by Kevin Holland. Yeah, the knees, the elbows of a guy like Yoel Alvarez, they're going to absolutely destroy this man, unfortunately. There's only a couple of guys on this card from Brazil that are being put in bad positions. Vicente is one of them. I think Yoel Alvarez wins this fight, and I think he makes it look easy, and I think he does it with violence. I don't think it's a sub. Now, the club and sub threat is always going to be there with this guy, always, so you have to expect that. But I think it's going to be a knockout more often than not. I want to talk to you about the main event, you guys. We spoke briefly about this on the last couple of shows, but if I had to pick, right, you guys know I'm on the Charles Oliveira side of things, and you know I think this fight goes late. If we pick a way this fight is ending, I actually think we're going to get a Charlie Oliveira KO. That's the way I think this fight goes. The knockout prop for Charles Oliveira is better than 4-1. We are getting plus 4. Just shy of 4-1. Plus 389 is what we're getting on Charles Oliveira by KO using cloudbet.com. And yes, again, the club and sub is there. You're dealing with a grappler in Mateo Scamrot, so that's always something you got to look out for. He could stick his neck in a guillotine, but we've seen the submission defense from Mateo Scamrot check out and be very, very solid over the course of his career. Charles Oliveira can sub anybody he wants to. Let's just make that clear, plain as day, right? But we have also seen Mateo Scamrot recently start to slow down, start to get tired, and then when he does that, he's been planted by a couple of guys at range. He's been dropped several times. Very recently, he got hurt by Rafael Dos Anjos, for God's sake. I think Charles Oliveira is the guy that's going to get it done. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win by knockout. And if you look at these round props, I think it's going to be late. Oliveira round 3 is plus 1190. Oliveira round 4 is plus 1820. Oliveira round 5 is it's 28-1, you guys. Like, they are giving us a 3.5 and they're saying under. I'm saying these boys are going to survive and make this thing a war, and it's going to go deep. But once we get late in this fight, all bets are off. Somebody is getting finished, in my opinion, in the later rounds of this fight, and I'm going to side with the guy who's had gold wrapped around his waist on more than one occasion. I think it's Charles Oliveira by knockout, round 3, round 4, or round 5, and those numbers are wild. So sprinkle, baby. Sprinkle. Let's go, Charlie O. That's Clint's Hot Props, everybody. Hope you enjoyed what I was serving up today. We'll see you tomorrow for the undefeated post-weigh-in show. Let's roll.